Hello again, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes and go back to the LMS and show you some of the resources that can help you get prepared for the final exam for our class, which we'll be having later this week. As you can see here, I've pulled up the LMS for us, and as you're studying and preparing, you definitely want to take a look at those materials that you've already got in your engineering notebook, graded activities and reference materials and those things. One thing I think of in particular, you've got a picture of the dial caliper with the parts labeled. You'll need to review that, and also your notes that you've taken on how to read the dial caliper. Those particular activities are not posted in the LMS for us, so you want to look at those real carefully. There will be some information about reading with the dial caliper on the final exam. But in the LMS, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go to modules and kind of scan down through in the lesson 2.1 section. I want you to be sure and look at the key terms. A lot of the vocabulary, a lot of the ideas, a lot of the items that we work with, you can find information about those in the key terms. So you want to read through those. Some of these in particular we used a lot, like I notice here end effector is one that we talked about for robots. And then some of the other ones right there, automation is one that we talked about. So you want to refer to the key terms and check those out and be sure that you're on target with them. You understand those. Understanding robots was the PowerPoint file that we built in Teams. Actually I made a mistake there. It was what do we use robots for? So I would review that one, be sure I was on target with that. In lesson 2.2, once again, check the key terms. Definitely look at 221, observing mechanisms. If you'll remember, this particular one is one where we learned how to calculate gear ratios, and we learned gear movements like rotary and linear and oscillating, and we're using those. And then we had examples in the PowerPoint of different gear models that were available to us and that we could use and that sort of thing. So definitely go through and review that one. The document right here is one that you want to look at, as well as the PowerPoint. So you got information in there, and you should have a copy of this in your engineering notebook as well. But definitely review gear ratios and gear motions, know how to do those. Going back there, the mechanical gears review would be a good one for you to look at, kind of touch base on ideas from our mechanical gears unit there. Look over either windmill or pull toy, the one that you did, and kind of be sure that you're up to speed on that one. In lesson 2.3, key terms again. Robot behaviors and writing pseudocode was bringing us into Robot C. Definitely want to check that one over. Pseudocode practice you might take a look at. That's where we help get ourselves up to speed on writing pseudocode for a program. And then 233 has got a lot of information in it regarding Robot C and behaviors for robots and that sort of thing. Also automation through programming with our projects there. So you want to take a look at those items and be sure that you understand what's going on with those. In addition, go back to the home page right here. In addition there, check out two things. The YouTube channel for our class. You pull that up there in the automation and robotics section. If you scroll over, there's a couple of videos that I've put in there, starting a Robot C program and connect the robot and run the program, that are available to help you watch through that process there, and be sure that you understand what's going on there. We've got particulars about settings for the program and that sort of thing that we want to put in place. So I would definitely check that out. We even got a couple of videos there of some of our robots working that we've got posted in that section. So I think you might be interested in seeing that. In addition, you might want to spend some time with the VEX Cortex Video Trainer. We've got that available to us online, and if we go in there, definitely review some of the lessons that we looked at. Planning and behaviors would be good. We looked at Robot C Rules Part 1 and Part 2 in particular, but it would be good for you to also look at some of these other ones, like the natural language programming. Right there would be good for you to spend some time with and get ourselves up to speed, review what's going on with that, and then some of the other topics in there as well. So as you go a little farther, you can see some of the other lessons that are in place. Downloading would be good for you, so you can take a look at some of the resources that are in there. So just some ideas for you as to what you can review and look at to help get you on board and ready for your final exam. As always, if you have any questions, be sure and check with me. I'd be glad to help you out. Thanks a lot. Hope this is helpful.